Now, the International Labour Organization and UNESCO have declared the 5th of October Teachers' Day. This year, it's more challenging owing to the COVID-19 pandemic that saw teachers adapting to new methods of teaching and some losing their lives. The Mpumalanga Education Department will be honouring teachers who have gone out of their way to perform outstandingly despite these challenges. For more now, we cross to our reporter, Siphephile Kunene. Siphephile, welcome to the agenda. I was saying earlier, I love all things teacher, being the son of two teachers myself. Teachers in Mpumalanga being celebrated this morning.
Yes, this morning we are in Mbombela, where the Department of Education in the province is celebrating teachers in general, because October happens to be a month that is dedicated to teachers. We all know that the professional that is called teaching is a mother of all professions. But with me here is a union representative who will be telling us exactly what they are celebrating today as teachers.
Thank you, Siphephile. Let me just indicate I am here representing the South African Council for Educators. The South African Council for Educators is a professional council that registers teachers. It is responsible one for making sure that once they complete their qualifications, we register them with the council so that they can teach. It is also responsible for enforcing the code of professional ethics, and it is also responsible for actually making sure that teachers continue to actually improve their qualifications and also improve their skills through what is called continuing professional teacher development. Today we are here in Mbombela to celebrate World Teachers' Day. You will appreciate that UNESCO declared the 5th of October World Teachers' Day, and ourselves as the council, we have actually joined the Mpumalanga Department of Education to come and celebrate with them. So going forward, and we actually want to wish all the teachers of the world well, not only the teachers of Mpumalanga, but actually, appreciate the work that they are doing. You would remember that the work that they've been doing now, it actually was work that they were doing under very trying conditions because of the COVID. What is also interesting is that teachers had to start, to practice new ways of doing things. You would appreciate that some of them, did not know how to deal with issues of the Zoom platforms or the virtual platforms that were there. But most of them actually had to improvise to make sure that teaching is taking place. And we really are proud of our teachers in terms of the work that they've actually done.
What challenges have been brought forward by teachers in your understanding as a council that's responsible for their registrations in terms of these COVID-19?
No, the biggest challenge were especially the newly qualified teachers. You'll appreciate that you had teachers in the system, the older ones who had comorbidities, and some of them actually had to be home because of that. And you had to have new teachers who would come in and substitute them. The biggest challenge that they actually had was for them to have their SABC certificates so they could actually be employed and stand as temporary educators. So we came up with a plan. We're registering them online. Some of them were actually using the normal emails where they complete documents, scan them and send them to the office. And what is actually interesting is that teachers were used to actually do the walk-ins in the office. But for the first time, they had to learn to say, no, you can also register with the council by doing online registration. And we want to encourage them to actually continue doing so.
Right now, we're looking at numbers of people that lost their lives during this pandemic. We know some teachers lost their lives too. How bad is it with you?
Siphephile, the figures that I have are not necessarily figures coming directly from the council, but these are figures that have been shared by the Mpumalanga Department of Education. From what they have shared with us is that the recorded cases, they've got 539 numbers in terms of the teachers, and the non-teaching staff is 79 teachers, and the learners is 405. But, be that as it may, it's quite disheartening that, we actually had quite a few who lost their lives through the pandemic. From the information the department shared with us is that 15 teachers passed on, and 5 non-teaching staff passed on, and 3 learners also passed on. And as a council, we are saying, it doesn't matter how small the number is, but it is one too many. And we want to actually continue to encourage teachers to say, continue to observe the health protocols, because we can't afford to lose any more teachers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was Bheki Mnisi, who represents the council where teachers register. Earlier I had said he represents a teacher union. No, he represents the council that registers teachers so that they can practice teaching in the province. Tabiso.
Siphephile, we've been asking our viewers, Siphephile, their thoughts, their memories of their teachers, and what is your memory of that one teacher that you sit back and say, I should have listened more, or maybe good thing I listened to that teacher?
It's Miss Mpumalanga back in Our Lady of Sorrows. She was teaching science and maths. She was one of the best teachers in that subject. She made me grow the love for science. As a result, I still have medals for science. I have a lot of things that I can say about her, and I believe journalism became a calling to me because I was more into the science field. I was going to be a doctor at some point, but today I'm here, I'm doing this, and through what? Through a teacher.
Well, Siphephile Kunene, thank you very much indeed for joining us. I know a lot of us were thinking we'll be lawyers one day. I know my history teacher thought so, but look where I am. I'm also a journalist. Siphephile Kunene speaking to us there from Mpumalanga. Thank you very much indeed. And as I said, we have been asking you to engage with us. What are your thoughts with regards to your teachers, your memories, fondest memories? We've asked you to give us a call, asked you also to send us your tweets. Let's take a quick look at some of those tweets now.